Good morning. I am Master Sergeant Precious Roy, military training instructor, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. As the flights move into position and for the safety and comfort of those around you, we ask that you refrain from entering the retreat pad and remain in your respective seating area when taking photos during the ceremony. Do not stand or sit in the stairways unless entering or exiting the grandstand. Additionally, we ask that you do not stand at the bottom of the grandstands as well as the arena drill pad. At the conclusion of the ceremony, you may proceed onto the retreat pad after the flights are dismissed. Please be cautious when ascending and descending the bleachers. Utilize the handrails and watch for tripping, slipping, and falling hazards. Restroom facilities are located in the reception center and to the right of the flagpole. During this morning's ceremony, smoking and the consumption of alcoholic beverages is not permitted. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. In the military, ceremonies are held to accord distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. These ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state of training in a command and to promote teamwork and pride in the organization. They also contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of the nation. All of the movements that you will observe today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or a non-commissioned officer, such as a military training instructor, the ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner, to aid in training by instilling discipline and habits of precision and response to the leader's orders, and to provide for the development of all leaders in the practice of commanding formation. Now marching into position, from the 319th Training Squadron, Flight 001, led by Technical Sergeant Guy Reeves, military training instructor, hometown, Princeton, Illinois. Flight 002, led by Technical Sergeant Casey Clement, military training instructor, hometown, St. Petersburg, Florida. PT Excellence and Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 003, led by Technical Sergeant Roy Bustamante, military training instructor, hometown, Dededo, Guam. From the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 004, led by Technical Sergeant Fausto Gill, Jr., military training instructor trainer, hometown, Houston, Texas. Flight 005, led by Master Sergeant Nicholas Niles, military training instructor, hometown, Oneida, New York. Flight 006, led by Technical Sergeant Alexander Davis, military training instructor, hometown, Conway, Arkansas. Flight 007, led by Staff Sergeant William Woodside, military training instructor, hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 008, led by Staff Sergeant Alexander Melton, military training instructor, hometown, New Braunfels, Texas. Flight 009, led by Technical Sergeant Rebecca Pinion, military training instructor, hometown, Gilbert, Arizona. Flight 010, led by Staff Sergeant Valerie Reeves, military training instructor, hometown, Phoenix, Arizona. Flight 011, led by Staff Sergeant Andrew Campbell, military training instructor, hometown, Sweetwater, Tennessee. Flight 012, led by Staff Sergeant Dijon Ross, military training instructor, hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. Flight 013, led by Technical Sergeant Angus Bailey, military training instructor, hometown, Carnation, Washington. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 014, led by Technical Sergeant Michael Salazar, military training instructor, hometown, Windsor, California. Flight 015, led by Technical Sergeant Richard Jackson, military training instructor, hometown, Savannah, Georgia. Flight 016, led by Technical Sergeant Jamie Chandler, military training instructor, hometown, El Paso, Texas. Flight 017, led by Master Sergeant Paul Santos, military training instructor, hometown Orlando, Florida. Air Force Basic Military Training conducts graduation events over the course of 2 days to celebrate the accomplishments of our newest airmen and guardians. These events recognize their transition into the profession of arms. We acknowledge the tradition of honor and legacy of valor provided by those who came before and inspire us still today. We would also like to thank the family and friends for their continued support that these graduates will be counting on as they serve our great nation in the years to come. Ladies, good morning and welcome to today's Basic Military Training graduation ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training and 1989 graduate of Basic Military Training, Colonel Billy Wilson, Jr., accompanied by his wife, Liza. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training and 2003 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson. Also, in attendance with us today, Basic Military Training's top graduate command team. The Commander, 319th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Parrish. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 319th Training Squadron, and 2002 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Luis Torres. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737th Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. This week, we have a special opportunity to recognize one additional and significant achievement demonstrating the dedication of 30 of our graduates, who are being led by Technical Sergeant John Shields, Military Drill and Ceremonies Non-Commissioned Officer, hometown Kingston, North Carolina. Today's recognition is made possible by a partnership between the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security to allow active duty service members to become citizens under the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. To be eligible, a member of the Armed Forces must pass a comprehensive application process administered by the Department of Homeland Security, including a background check and personal interview to demonstrate high moral character and their knowledge of the English language. Applicants are also tested on U.S. history and government. Please hold your applause until the conclusion. The Air Force is proud to recognize Airman Altinder Dosan, country of origin, India. Airman Gavin Hume, country of origin, Canada. Airman Gyeontak Park, country of origin, South Korea. Airman Pedro Datelli, country of origin, Brazil. Airman Shahid Parchment, country of origin, Jamaica. Airman Jason Brooks, country of origin, Jamaica. Airman Samson Tupuola, country of origin, America Samoa. Airman Georges Guevara, Brizuela, country of origin, Venezuela. Airman Sarfo Perdua, country of origin, Ghana. Airman James Oyugi, country of origin, India. Airman Atron Blai, country of origin, Liberia. Airman Kinu Kinsat, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Giselle Percoma, country of origin, El Salvador. Airman Ali Salinas Joris, country of origin, Mexico. Airman Juan Luigi Berzosa, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Luis Barreda, country of origin, Peru. Airman Fanil Patel, country of origin, India. Airman Juyok Park, country of origin, South Korea. Airman Ethajo Imejo, country of origin, Nigeria. Airman Walters Obang, country of origin, Cameroon. Airman Luka Gogalashvili, country of origin, Georgia. Airman Clyde Dumaki, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Suyog Kalakati, country of origin, Nepal. Airman Andre Kim, country of origin, Uzbekistan. Airman Boris Niambu, country of origin, Cameroon. Airman Venus L. Pikal, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Sofia Rodriguez Tusoni, country of origin, Argentina. Airman Darlene Estevez Peralta, country of origin, Dominican Republic. Airman Nuraisha Mohammed Hasri, country of origin, Singapore. Airman Mary Justine Boising, country of origin, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate the newest citizens of the United States of America. Musical support for this morning's ceremony is provided by Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Technical Sergeant Matthew Zedemoyer, Military Training Instructor, hometown Augusta, Georgia. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours or practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Anderson will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Hey, what do you think of our graduates? Let them know how much you love them right now. I want to thank all the family and friends that are in attendance here today in support of our graduates. They feel your energy, they feel your love, they feel your support. They would not have gotten to where it is that they are at in their lives without you. Thank you. Before I get into my remarks real quick, I'd like you all to go ahead and take a moment and look at our national flag. That flag goes by many names. Old Glory, the Stars and Stripes, the red, white, and blue. It is the company logo for the institution that your loved ones have joined. It is a beacon of freedom and hope to people all across the world, and it is feared by our enemies. It provides the blanket of protection that we all live under. So let's go ahead and give a round of applause for our nation's colors. Families, I want you to think back to when your soon-to-be airman was considering joining the United States military, when they started having conversations about whether or not they should join, whether they should commit themselves to service of their nation. And those conversations probably went something along the lines of, hey, the Air Force will give you a trade, give you a craft, give you an education. It'll allow you to travel the world. It'll help you provide for a family, have a steady job, whatever it may be. But the fact remains that in an era where the up-and-coming generation doesn't particularly have a deep-seated trust of governmental institutions, and in an era where individuality has become more important than the community, these individuals standing on this retreat pad in front of you, they raised their hand. They said, "Here I am, send me." Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 756 of our nation's newest warfighters. To our graduates, 7.5 weeks ago, actually it was 7 weeks ago today. 7 weeks ago, you arrived to basic military training from all parts of the country and all parts of the world. Whatever your motivation was when you decided to answer your nation's call, when you decided to serve, you committed yourself to a higher purpose, and you committed yourself to being a part of the greatest team in the history of the world. While you have been here, you've learned many things. You've learned how to live by our core values, how to treat one another. You've learned how to cope and react, respond to stress, and you become more resilient in the process. But most importantly, you have learned how to become part of a team. There's a saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. When I look out at you, I'm proud to have you as wingmen on my team because I know that together we will be able to stand the watch. You are our future. We are relying on you. You are the vanguard of our nation's freedoms, of its ideals to the world, and you are our protectors. In the novel For Whom the Bell Tolls, Ernest Hemingway wrote, "Today is only one day in all the days that will ever be. But what will happen in all the other days that ever come can depend on what you do today." Ladies and gentlemen, Everything that you do from today for the rest of your lives will be built upon the foundation that has been provided for you in basic military training. I am proud to have you as my wingman. Congratulations. As the senior enlisted leader of Air Force Basic Military Training, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Wilson that you receive the coveted Airman's coin, which signifies your transition from trainees to United States Airmen. Military training instructors, you may proceed.
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the Venerable Airman's coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force."
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Wilson will now come forward and address our graduating class.
It's all right. How about one more round of applause for our newest airmen? Truly outstanding. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed military training instructors, and most importantly, the airmen before me who are about to embark on a journey into the extraordinary world of military service. Today marks just the eve, not just the eve of your culmination, the culmination of your training, but the commencement of a profound and purposeful chapter in your lives. As you stand on the threshold of this new beginning, I invite you to reflect on a theme that echoes through the years of military history and resonates unwavering resilience or relevance today. Finding your greatness by stepping onto the path of purpose. Each of you has chosen a remarkable journey, one that is rooted in the service of our country, sacrifice, and the pursuit of a cause greater than yourselves. In this season of Thanksgiving, you should embrace an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunities bestowed upon you, for the mentors and leaders who have guided you, for the camaraderie that will define our shared experiences. Military service is not merely a career choice. It is a calling that binds us to a legacy of honor, duty, and commitment. Cling to this spirit of gratitude as you navigate the challenges and triumphs that lie ahead. One of the profound gifts of military service is the connection that it fosters. A connection to something larger than oneself. It provides not just a career, but a community. A bond that transcends differences and unites individuals in a common purpose. As you step onto the path of purpose, remember that the strength of the collective is immeasurable. And it is through unity that we find resilience in the face of difficulty. Courage will be your constant companion. The courage to lead, to make decisions that are not always popular, but undeniably right. Leadership is not a title. It is a responsibility to inspire, guide, and uplift those that are entrusted to your care. Draw inspiration from the countless men and women who throughout history have exemplified steadfast courage. Reflect upon the innovation of the Doolittle Raiders, the audacity of the Wright brothers, and the courage of the Tuskegee Airmen. These chapters in our history embody the indomitable spirit of the American military. Learn from their legacy, draw inspiration from their resilience, and carry forward the torch of progress, innovation, and unshakable determination. As you step into your purpose, be reminded of the commitment to prepare yourselves each and every day. This preparation goes beyond the physical and tactical aspects. It extends to building competence, character, and capability. Strive for excellence in all endeavors, for it is through continuous improvement that you will not only meet the challenges of today, but also shape the opportunities of tomorrow. Due to a rapidly changing strategic environment, the call to service has never been more critical than it is today. Will you be ready? The answer lies in your commitment to embody the values of integrity, service, and excellence. As you begin your noble cause, remember that you're not alone. You're part of a legacy, a tradition, and a family that spans generations. Let the principles of freedom and liberty guide your actions. Our nation was founded on these principles, and as guardians of freedom and justice, you bear the responsibility of upholding and defending them. Your service is a testament to the enduring legacy of those who have sacrificed
for the ideals that define our nation. In conclusion, as you prepare for tomorrow's graduation ceremony, know that you carry the hopes and the aspirations of a grateful nation. Remember to let your path be illuminated by the brilliance of your purpose, guided by gratitude, fueled by courage, and fortified by the principles that define our nation. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and above all, be ready to write your chapter in the extraordinary story of military service. Good luck on your journey, and may greatness be found in every step that you take. One team!
Thank you, Colonel Wilson. At this time, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize basic military training's most outstanding performer, someone who demonstrated their ability to successfully navigate all assessments, testing their physical abilities, academic aptitude, and adaptability to the military environment through multiple progress checks. This airman has surpassed all others in the challenges of training and has earned the distinction of being the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from Flight 003, Airman Ethan Parkinson. He is from Granbury, Texas, and joined the Air Force to become an aerospace medical technician. In the stands cheering are his mother, brother, and grandparents. His recruiter is Staff Sergeant Najira from Cleburne, Texas. Please stand as a sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman's Creed. Instructors, place your flights at attention. Thank you. Please be seated. Instructors, place your flights at ease. This morning, we honor our heritage of military customs and traditions as we welcome the newest airmen into the ranks of the Department of the Air Force. There are two purposes for this morning's retreat ceremony. The retreat ceremony is a solemn event conducted at every United States military installation around the globe. It signifies the end of the official duty day, and today it is symbolic of the end of the training of our graduates. But more importantly, it is to pay respect to our nation's flag. When we offer our respect for our flag and to our national anthem, we have an opportunity to reflect on the democratic principles that have made our nation great. The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual, the pursuit of happiness, and national unity of all come to mind when you think of our flag. It is a symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of the military and dedication to the defense of this great nation and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it is lowered, we ask you to think. Think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who preceded us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today. freedom without precedent in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of the strength behind our flag. Our flag security detail consists of members from the 737th Training Group, Standardization and Evaluations Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Corley Rowell. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Derek Sizemore. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of a national anthem. The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the armed forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out at the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. It has flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy, at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free. Yet it remains invincible. Please remain standing for the singing of the fourth song. Congratulations on achieving this historic milestone that marks the beginning of your career. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. We ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat pad and please use caution when descending the bleachers. Town pass ends at 2000 hours. When dropping off graduates, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Airmen, if you lost a flight cap, report to the podium to retrieve it. Top graduate, report to the podium to retrieve your certificates. All graduates are now released to their families.